There is just something about a romance set on a farm. It's the quiet mornings, the hands in the dirt. It's kind of healing. Plus, there's usually a hot guy in flannel who is emotionally unavailable, but incredible with animals or plants. So whether it's apple orchards, tulip fields, or rose valleys, farm romances give us the comforting, grounding escape with a side of swoon. So today, we're heading to the countryside. Welcome to Reading Under the Covers, a romance novel podcast where we chat, fangirl, and maybe even swoon over our latest reads. I'm Francesca from Under the Covers Book Blog, and today we are kicking off a brand new series here on the podcast, and it's called Love on Location. Every week I'm going to have an episode where it's going to be all about a specific setting in our romance books, and I'm going to bring you all the recommendations for it. This week we're starting off somewhere near and dear to many romance readers' hearts. The farm. That's right, today's episode is perfect for Blooming Acres Farm as well. If you are doing the Romanceopoly Reading Challenge with us, which is all about reading a cowboy romance or farmer romance. And if you don't know what the Romanceopoly Reading Challenge is, I will leave a link in the show notes and on the card up here where you can find out more about it. So today, let's head into the fields of flowers, family farms, and plenty of rugged charm. But before we get to the book recs, let's talk a little bit about the setting. Because farm romances often fall into a few different trope categories. You can find them in cowboy romances, of course, but also just small town romances. They often have some grumpy sunshine pairings, opposites attracts, and a lot of second chances as well. So you've got the backdrop that's all about community, hard work, nature, and kind of a slower, quiet life that is perfect for emotional growth and healing. Whether you've already read a farm romance or this is going to be your first farm hero, I hope you find something in this episode that catches your eye. So my first recommendation is In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. If you're in the mood for something that blends second chances, marriage of convenience, and a whole lot of heart, I think this one is a must. It's also a standalone and it's available on Kindle Unlimited, so you really can't go wrong. Shay, our heroine, inherits her late step-grandmother's tulip farm, but the will has a catch. She has to be married within a year in order to keep it. So of course, cue all the panic because she is single and she's fresh off of a broken engagement, and that's when she returns to her hometown of Friendship, Rhode Island, and reconnects with Noah. He was the quiet, awkward guy back in high school who secretly crushed on Shay, and now he is a gruff single dad who is raising his niece and running the family farm. So Shay's return throws his world into complete chaos and also maybe gives him a second shot at something that he never thought he would have. There is so much to love in this one. You have the grumpy sunshine vibe, a cozy small town, and a romance that really builds slowly but deeply. Noah is navigating his life as a caretaker, and Shay is rediscovering who she is outside of the expectations that others have put on her. It's emotionally grounded while it still gives us a lot of sweet and soft moments. Plus, it's kind of like a comfort read. It's like a warm blanket in book form. I absolutely loved it. You'll finish this one, I think, wanting to move to a tulip farm, marry your high school crush, and just live your own happily ever after. My next pick is actually a whole series that you can pretty much read. It's Bittersweet by Serena Bowen. This kicks off the True North series, and we're going to Vermont with the series. Bittersweet gives us a rugged, grumpy farmer in Vermont and a heroine who could not be more different than him. So our hero Griffin is running the family's apple farm after life handed him the responsibility earlier than he expected. He is doing his best to keep the business going, care for his siblings, and manage the orchard, all while carrying the emotional weight of being the man of the family. So the last thing he needs is someone like Audrey showing up on his property. Audrey is a big city girl. She's back to prove herself to her boss after some career missteps, and she's here to source local ingredients, but not at the price that Griff is demanding. There's history between them, some steamy college hookups, but this time it's personal and professional. So they clash from the jump. The attraction is still very much there. The dynamic is just pure enemies to lovers. There's strong sparks, there's witty banter, and some serious sexual tension. This one is full of cozy food, farm vibes, but it doesn't really shy away from life struggles. Trying to live up to family expectations, running a business with your heart on the line, and trying to reconnect with someone when your goals no longer align. Griff is very broody, but in the best way, and Audrey brings out out a softer side of him. And of course, add in some steamy outdoor scenes. Yes, I am including that infamous shower one, so if you know, you know. Some delicious meals and a lot of heart. I think you've got a great start to a series that really dives deep into farm life and emotional connections. The next is No More Secrets by Lucy Score, and this one is the first book in the Blue Moon series. This town is where privacy goes to die, basically, because this place is full of busybodies with good intentions and a matchmaking agenda. Carter is back from his military service and just wants to keep to himself on the family farm. He's got a beard, a grumpy vibe, and a whole lot of farmer hotness going on, but Blue Moon is not having it, especially not when the big city journalist Summer shows up to write a piece on Carter's family legacy. Summer is not built for country life, at least not on the surface. She's got designer clothes, a hustle mindset, and a plan to get in and out, but the town has actually other plans for her. She ends up staying at Carter's place while she works on the story, and let's just say that the tension between them is immediate. Some forced proximity, some opposites attract. There's also a dog, Carter's exasperation, and the slow unraveling of Summer's secrets that starts to change everything. This is small town romance at its funniest and warmest. There's a great blend of banter, sexual tension, and emotional vulnerability, and while Carter tries to push Summer away, you can tell that he's falling faster than he wants to admit. Summer, for her part, starts to see a different path for herself, one where work doesn't have to come before everything. This is definitely a feel-good story with just enough drama to make the payoff really satisfying, and it kicks off a beloved series that leans hard into the found family and community meddling tropes. So think Gilmore Girl vibes at the farm, but with more steam. For my next one, get ready for all the emotional punches. Preston's Honor by Mia Sheridan is one of those books that wraps around your heart and just doesn't let go. It's about Analia, the daughter of a migrant farm worker who's loved twin brothers Preston and Cole since they were kids, but her true love has always belonged to Preston. They grew up together on Sawyer Farm, her safe place in a life full of instability, but things fell apart after one summer night and she disappeared without a trace. So now she's back with a baby in tow, and she's determined to reclaim her place, not just in the town, but in Preston's life. He is bitter, he's hurt, and he's still reeling from everything that happened in the past. Their journey is filled with hurt, miscommunication, longing, and this uphill battle towards forgiveness and healing. This is a deeply emotional second chance romance with a side of brotherly tension and themes of identity, belonging, and honor. Mia Sheridan really knows how to write ache and yearning, and you'll feel every bit of it in this book. There's angst, but also there's growth and some hard-earned reconciliation that makes every tear worth it. If you like your romances with complicated pasts, small towns, and emotional redemption, Preston's Honor will hit all the marks. Now, this next one might look a little different at first glance, but make no mistake that Once Upon a Rose by Laura Florent is 100% a farmer romance. It's set in the rose-filled hills of Provence, France, where the Rosier family has cultivated a thriving rose farm for generations. They grow, harvest, and distill roses for perfume, and the connection to the land runs deep, just like in the more traditional rural romances. So yes, it totally fits the Blooming Acres farm prompt, just with a French twist. Our heroine Layla is a burnt-out rock star, and she's looking to escape the chaos of fame, and then she inherits a stone house tucked away in the Rosier Valley. She's hoping for a quiet reset, but what she finds instead is Matthew. He's grumpy, protective, and very attached to both his land and the roses that she just inherited a stake in. Their first meeting, let's just say it involves growling and territorial tension over roses, of course, but that tension quickly turns into something more tender as these two wounded hearts find solace in each other. Matt is your classic emotionally repressed hero with a gooey center, and Layla is a sunshine heroine trying to find her spark again. There is found family, generational legacy, and a slow healing kind of romance. If you love atmospheric reads with some wine and old world charm, plus a setting that feels like its own character, I think this book definitely delivers. It's soft, slow, and sensual, and with just the right amount of emotional weight. If you're in the mood for a comforting, atmospheric story with a hero who might just be a marshmallow under all of that growl, then I think this one is for you. And that's it. Those are the 5 romances set on a farm that I have for you guys today. I have more farmer romances on the blog, so again, I'm going to leave that link in the description box for you guys to check out if you want even more recommendations. So this was our first Love on Location episode. I hope that it gave you a little nudge to pick up something for the Blooming Acres farm prompt if you're doing Romanceopoly, or just maybe add a farmer romance to your TBR. And again, if you don't know what Romanceopoly is, I'm going to leave some information that you can check out and you can join us doing this year-long reading challenge. Also, don't forget that if you want even more recommendations by trope, character type, or setting, we have available the Book Vault, which is a book database full with all the books that we talked about on the blog, even the books that we considered adding to the list on the blog, and of course, all of the new releases that are upcoming. I'm going to also leave a link to how you can have access to that if you are a paid Substack member. But for today, that's all I have for you guys. If you're tuning in on YouTube, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any content from us, and subscribe for free to our Substack so you don't miss any content that we post across all of our platforms. Leave me a comment also and let me know what are your favorite farmer heroes, farmer romances, or any kind of books set on a farm. I would love to know what are your recommendations. But for today, that is all, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!